it's just so miraculous how the universe just gives you the grand opening to spit something that you want to spit. You know what I'm saying? It's been a minute. No, it ain't been a minute. What am I talking about? You know what I'm saying? It's just so much information, and there's so much daily information, and then there's so much updating shit. It's just ridiculous, but I got the perfect opening where, you know what I'm saying, I'm doing the internal arts or the combat spiritual sciences, as you see out here. You know what I'm saying? So people can see. You know what I'm saying? Because they don't see it. Then really, do they know what about it? I mean, this ain't like no time when stuff is hidden like that. So you got some hidden fighting club that's gonna defend and fight off. Come on, let's cut the bullshit. Anybody who getting their strap on, they already know you're getting your strap on. And if you're doing some other shit, they already know you're doing some other shit. And the only people who don't know about other people doing other shit is you. So now, yeah, I got to talk about this goddamn demon. This demon in denial. And it's incomprehensible that in 2016, which was basically 2010, basically 2006, basically 2000, basically 96, basically 91, basically the 80s, basically the 70s, basically the 60s, basically whatever time you know about in these United States of America. And as the United States of America has certain power, then you know these same truths to be wherever you are on the globe. We're going to talk about that demon in denial called police. And if you're not of America, you still got the same security force that has atrocious intent and movement towards the dark-skinned people of the world. The darker you are, the more serious you gotta be about stamping that shit out. As you see, talking about the dark, and you know I always talk about the costume perpetrators, the goth, and so many others. But here we got the dressed in black, you know what I'm saying, coming to sit down right as I said, the dark. Because we got those who dress in the dark to compensate for not being of the dark. So yeah. First and foremost, I'm gonna let it be known. What is police? Police are agents of intrusion because their only purpose is to intrude on your space. As an agent of intrusion, they naturally have to have a disgruntled temperament because they're coming to intrude. Now, any sane person who's going to intrude upon somebody is uncomfortable. So now I must say, if the virus, which is police, understand, the virus is white folks, but the police is the system of the virus. So they go hand in hand. But if the virus cannot feel real weird inside when they do their actions, that would make them worse than they already could ever be. So, of course, they got feelings about some of the things that they do. But because they got feelings about the dirt they do, the brutality and the thievery, we supposed to be like it's all good because you got feelings about that shit. I don't give two shits about your feelings. Fuck all police in their groups, because as a black person, is other black people represent me. As those gang people, if you see one gang person, they all represent the same, right? You don't give them no leeway. So now, as a police officer, you don't get no leeway until you handle all of those dirt balls that are within your ranks. And if you refuse to handle those dirt balls, then you too yourself is a dirt ball. Now these agents of intrusion, I'm going to speak about a couple of things. The strategy of the mind. Because see, their point is to come in and mentally suppress you and make you submissive. But they have the fallback or the option to take it physical without any repercussions. This non-repercussion thing is where the line must be drawn. There must be immediately, you know what I'm saying? Why you ain't putting forth laws? Just be like, well, listen, here it is. These things you do right here, point blank. If you do them, that's penalties. Ain't no court or any of this shit about it. If you cross this line and do that, that's a penalty. Point blank. But no, y'all too weak to say that. Y'all too weak to put that down. That's just something black people together. Every black person know this shit. So every black person should just be like, yo, listen, we gonna put forth a couple of bills, and every single black person in America is gonna go along with the shit. Gonna sign up, line up, and check the box, and implement those things instantaneous, overnight. So now the agents of intrusion, here's the chess game. Because when they come forth, they're coming forth to ask you a question. You must then ask them a question. Otherwise, you are falling behind, and now you're trailing whatever they're asking you. And they're at ease because now you're submissive to their question. That's why I question with a question, or your statement should have a question at the end of it so they can address you. If you don't make them address you, then you have already shown your submissiveness. I won't allow anybody to approach me without me being able to address them. And the myth is that you can't back cops down with your mouth or your mind. I have done it plenty times, plenty days. Cops roll up on me and they roll up off of me real quick. And back in the days, I used to be belligerent with the mouth. I didn't have no problems. And I stood alone. Meaning, I didn't have 1,000 niggas with me. So they could have easily did something dirty to me. But see now, if you feel someone doing something dirty to you, then you already bitch made. So now, all of these killers, I'm telling you, police are these people, the hunters. Do you know about the hunters? They go forth and kill. This is a beautiful thing. As they go forth and kill, they're proud. They think they did something. Those are animals. Now I'm gonna show you the concept of righteous killing. You see this clown? Has a gun on an ungun capable creature. Stirring them up, trying to get them to do all types of dumb shit, and then once he finally charged from the agitation, shoot him. But guess what? Guess what makes this even more bitch made than it already is? The fact is that you don't know, but this whack, this inferior, this bitch-made virus called white folks, the white man in particular, actually has a spotter. Did you hear me? If you think it's not bad enough that the man is shooting an animal, knowing he got the win, but somehow that's some proud shit. He has a spotter right next to him. So understand, as he gets ready to shoot, his man is getting ready to shoot. So we're talking about 2 points of entry, 2 killers. Now you think about your police people, how they roll up 2 deep. Back in the days, they used to roll up 1 deep and have others around. Now they roll up 4 deep, and then they call it in 5 cars. You know what I'm saying? For something that's totally without merit. You know what I'm saying? You stole the juice. They coming up with six police cars. That's called overkill. It's a juice. The man get choked out over cigarettes. But they didn't choke out they, you know what I'm saying, they sit like a seed that went inside the church and killed elders, regular people, and youngsters. They gave him food. So, you know what I'm saying? The denial of police is the same denial of white folks to deny that the police was doing anything to black people in the beginning, all those years ago. That's why they got the same story, because they are the same people and the same entity. And if you yourself don't understand that shit, that's your hell. Your hell to bear. Now, a demon in denial. Even when some people come forth, they're struck down as horrible rats and such things, because the system is set up for them to be these intrusive people that come across you, cause trouble. Their whole job means we're going to cause trouble. So, you know what I'm saying, when I talk about these people who will come forth and actually bring a good image to police, these are the people that they hate the most. You know what I'm saying? Like the sister who gave a rant statement about the Alton Sterling cop murder. She actually spoke out and said that he was a murderer. And you dirty up the badge. She got suspended for saying that shit. Real talk, she got suspended. Demon in denial, police. But I was like, this sister was in denial. The police force is not your force. That's white people. And unless you're saying you are white people, that shit ain't yours. Secondly, some new shit. The newest situation of the demon in denial was the police officers pepper sprayed an 84-year-old woman in the face and thought it was good business, good policy. Not only was she not of the divine black body, as I speak about, 90 years old, able to do cartwheels and that, no.